Hey people, what's up? This is Jameel, and this is okay. So, young lady, love of my life, right? Now, like I said, mountains will fall before I do not have the love of my life. She will come to me. If not tonight, it will be a night. It will be a night. But this is why she's being she's breaking down everybody else around her. They want her to go through the concept of her coming, making eye contact with me, and showing me that she prefers to have everything else and she doesn't want me. They want her to communicate to me, Jameel, I don't want to be with you. I want everything else that they have to offer me. I want what my father wants for me. I want what the gang stalking people want for me. And she can't do that. So she's humiliating them and breaking them down. I love her father. He's an intelligent man. He's a wise man. But if I was him, I would be like, what's up? I'm your father. You're making me look like a punk. Not to mention, everybody else she's in the car with for the last 3-4 months, she's made look like a punk because she can't come look at me in my eye with them. If I was in a situation and I'm hanging out, driving a chick around, and I'm with her every day, and you can't go look at this guy in his eyes, that's making me feel like a punk. Not to mention that she makes these people get out of the car and get in another car and follow her because she doesn't want to be seen in the car with them, and I'm a quarter mile down the street. She's making these people look like punks. She's humiliating them. She's trashing them. At the same time, at the same exact time, they're taking her dignity from her. They're dragging her through the mud. She doesn't want to do none of it. What they're saying is, do this just a little bit to get by, and I'll take you out driving around. I'll give you a good time. You'll get to go where you want to go. You know, everybody supports you. You know, you can have the things you want. And she does not want to do it, but she does a little bit just to get by. What they're saying is, because you and JR are coming closer, and JR loves you, and you love JR, you got to do more to let JR know. You have to that's where your heart is with JR. You have to end that. You have to disconnect where your heart is, so you can validate the reputation of your father. You can validate the gang stalking program, and you can make that major victory. Where she's coming from is this. That's not in her heart. And at the same time, the only reason why people are riding her so hard right now and people are coming around her is because I put my love on her. If I had put my love on a different female, it would be happening to a different female. As soon as I withdraw my focus from her, if I was to withdraw my focus from her right now and pretend like she didn't even exist and just stop talking about her and just end it right there, it'd be a short amount of time before the majority of those people just walk out of her life. Those people will turn their back on her so quick once they realize that my attention is off her. There's a lot of other females in my neighborhood. If I switch my attention on them, they'd probably try to go to those females. They're focusing on her because they know that's where my heart is. Okay. Before, I wasn't paying any attention to her. I was paying attention to all this other stuff around me. She got frustrated with that. She got angry about that. And then she wanted my attention. She wanted my love. And now I'm giving it to her and saying, all you got to do is come knock on my door. The only reason she won't do it is because of the ridicule of the people around her. So it's a thing. She's dragging these people through the mud, and then they're dragging her through the mud. And so eventually, what's going to happen is they're going to get so frustrated with her. And to be honest with you, no matter at this point, they're still not going to respect her. Now, her family, her father, yeah. But the other people around her, they're not going to respect her because of how much she humiliated them. She made them look like punks and took their manhood. And so even if she doesn't come to me and she stays with them, it's going to be a matter of time before they eventually turn their back on her and walk out of her life. What I'm doing is I'm making a prediction that if she does not do what they want her to do, which I don't think she will, I doubt highly seriously if she was when anytime she ever did get close to me, she would have her head down. For her to come look, she really won't get up. For her to walk down the street with another guy and look me in the eye, or for her just to drive by in a car, if they try to get her to do it, she has to be way down the street and drive by real quick and all this stuff. She won't do it. Even with sunglasses on, she's still scared to do it. This stuff is built on illusion and lies, and it's a joke. They're doing everything they can to keep her from me, keep her from coming to me, and the only reason they're around her is because I put my love on her. Again, if I was to just say screw that and I talked up another female, and I just started making a bunch of YouTube videos about it, it'd be a matter of a couple weeks before they forget about her and walk out of her life. And so that's you know what? I kind of want her to do what they want her to do, just so something like that will happen. And then she can slowly see, wait a minute, JR is the one who truly cared about me. JR is the one who truly loves me. These people really don't give a fuck about me. They're just doing enough because they want to have me around them. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. You know, I love her no matter what. I love, you're watching this, I love you no matter what. You know, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up off her. And I'm just going to sit back and talk about how she's making everybody look like a punk and making everybody take their manhood. And I'm going to see what she does. I'm going to see what she'll do, if she'll do what they want her to do. And then once she does that, it's going to be a slow matter of time before they walk out on her. Or what people do with you, they will do to you. So if they're encouraging you to go against your heart and do that to me, just wait to see what they're going to do to you. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my new strategy. I'm just going to back up off her. Again, if you're watching this, I love you no matter what. If you come knock on my door, but I'm going to back up off her. I'm going to back up off her. I might even, you know what? I might even talk some other females up just to see what happens, just to see if they can get her to do that. Then once she's out of the picture, she already humiliated all them, made them look like punks. She already humiliated her father. Once that happens, what then? What then? They're just going to drag her. She's dragging them through the mud, and they're going to drag her through the mud. And so that's what I want to do. I just want to sit back and watch how she drags them through the mud and watch how they drag her through the mud and see at what point will she follow her heart. How bad does she have to humiliate them, and how bad do they have to humiliate her? And I'm going to bag up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bag up. And I love her unconditionally no matter what. But I'm going to bag up. And I'm going to get back on my grind. And I'm going to start hollering at some females. And the only time I'm going to speak up on her situation is when I'm commenting on how she's making them look like a punk. And I'm going to say they're dragging her through the mud. She's making them look like a punk. I'm not even... I got other females. Come. I'm going to do something like that. To see at what point will she... See, look what's going on. You want what they want for you? Go ahead. If that's the life you want, go ahead. You can always call me, knock on my door. I'll always be there for you. You know this is where your love is. You know this is where your heart is. But if you don't want it, go ahead. Keep humiliating them, and let them humiliate you. And then see what manifests out of that. My prediction is, me and her will be together at some point, no matter what, because of the energy of the dynamic that she's in.